Hello and welcome to the 7th Sunday of Ordinary Time. Today we celebrate Jesus as Lord of compassion and love. We cannot honestly approach the altar if we are bearing grudges against others. We ask him to rid us of our petty vengefulness. The Gospel asks us to go that extra mile. Jesus asks for more than the minimum that justice requires. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? He told his disciples, "Unless righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven." Yet those who tried and failed, he was full of sympathy and compassion. He will never say enough and condemn them, but he will not reject anyone who has failed and comes back to him. Jesus commands us to love our enemies. Many people suppose that no one except a saint can fulfill this command. To love our enemy is not to enable him to continue to do morally wrong acts against us, or anybody else either. If we want what is good for our enemy, we will want for him what we want for ourselves, to be a person who has love for the Lord and obedience to him. And if we want union with our enemy, we would not want him to go to hell because he has hurt us. Rather, we will be glad if in love and obedience to the Lord he finds his way to heaven. Jesus is telling us how to be faithful. But loving your enemies is not the way of the modern world, is it really? It seems a difficult thing to do. But think how different the world would be if we really did love our enemies. What if forgiveness and mercy spread like wildfire? This is the path which Jesus is calling us to. He also reminds us that we need forgiveness ourselves. We need it as much, if not more, than those who are holding grudges against us. Forgiveness means you're ready to accept and forgive even before forgiveness is asked for. You are never to look at another human being with hatred or anger in your heart. You are never to look at another human being, no matter what happens, as someone who deserves your wrath, as someone who deserves to be dealt with as if they were your enemy. If we see them the way Jesus sees them, we forgive them with the forgiveness of God. We try to love them with the love of God. And then that is when we become his disciples. Jesus on the cross had the final word. He looks down at everybody who has destroyed his hope of the future, who have taken away his dignity, who has made a laughing stock of in front of the Romans and his people. And he lifts up his head and he says, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." And as long as he forgives, we have hope. As long as we forgive every relationship in our lives, there will be hope that God himself will reach down and bring us together as true brothers and sisters. Perhaps we need to reflect on these questions. When are some times when God has shown me mercy? Is there someone in my life whom I need to forgive? Do I need healing mercy in some part of my life right now? Ponder on these thoughts during this coming week and let the peace of Christ reign in your heart.